Hey, this is Troy Taylor and Paul Medley with the Life Lessons Podcast. Coach Bald is getting over the wedding they had at Totem Pole headquarters, and me and Paul were just sitting here. The name of the show today is How to Overcome Adversity. And I was telling them about some kids in my class said that all air is the same. And I said, well, that's the reason some people live in Hopewell, where I'm from, and some people live in Colorado Springs. So, Paul, what were we just talking about?
Well, before we get to that, I'd like to break some sombering news this morning, on Monday morning, and let the patrons know that this will be my final episode of Totem Pole Nation. I really appreciate all that came on and made comments. You, Jimbo, and Coach Bald, and Lambo. It's been real, but this is my last hurrah.
Wow.
April Fools.
You know, I'm gullible. I'm very, very gullible. I believe I didn't get too excited because I was thinking
I was waiting all night to do that.
Yeah. You could have kept going, man. I need to be aware of this today.
I was listening to Lawrence on the morning sports show on AM 910, and she's like, "This is the worst holiday of the year. Who made this up? And how did it stick to the calendar?" It still says it on calendars you get from church. April Fool's Day. Craziness. But getting back to what we were talking about, the air is different in places. Yeah, and I've actually lived in Hopewell and Colorado, so I do know the difference, and that statement is not true. So, but I will tell you this. I'll share a little story with you because I was about to tell you that I really love the air when you go out west in Western Virginia. Well, I played baseball at George Mason, and my only time in my life, because most people from this area have been once or twice to a game. I still haven't been to a game, but we had a weekend series at Virginia Tech. And we went down there, and I went from the hotel to the stadium, and I played left field. And every day we played, the place smelled like a chicken coop. And I was so there's many lessons to be learned here. One, don't make assumptions over a 3-day weekend about a place, because my last impression of Virginia Tech was I couldn't go to school. It smells like a chicken coop. But it was just. Yeah, it was just that just happened to be the weekend. It was hooping. But my son goes there now, and man, I like walking around there and getting that fresh air. Better than I do here, and I love it here in little old Matoka. I mean, but yeah.
MK. We love you, MK. You're the best. So where are you walking now, Paul?
I'm at good old Matoka Park.
Wow, what a beautiful place.
The old Matoka High School where the old football field used to be right there.
Okay.
You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. I played in a Super Bowl championship there and lost to Clover Hill in double overtime.
There you go.
I used to umpire there, get into fights with coaches that wanted me to be a major league umpire, but I'm only getting paid $40 a game. Where does Matoaka get its name?
Oh, that is a great question. The story, as I've been told, is Matoka was named after good old Pocahontas.
Yes,
that was her Indian name
when she met
the young man from England. So he named her Pocahontas, not the tribe.
Yeah, somebody named her Pocahontas when she became a Christian. I guess they
Correct.
thought that was a better name than her real name.
Correct. Which is a glorious name, Matoka.
I mean, what you got there? Are you walking your dog?
I am.
Hey,
there's Ivy, and there's Harmony. There's my
MK. I have school today. That's wonderful. I don't.
We're on spring break. Yeah.
I'm going to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
I was just gonna say, where you're sitting at right now looks just like your classroom, except now I see the sofa bench because I don't have my I don't have my fold.
This is the
my
one.
fold opened up.
This is a one-seater leather couch or sofa, one-seater chair that I used to have in my coach's office at Bird.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I took it with me.
There you go.
I've had a lot. I don't know if I've had many good days, but I've had some. Usually when I had devastating, I just went and hid somewhere. But
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, do you remember? It might have been your first year at Bird, and the Southern Division Championship was about to be played, and you were hosting it. And I was up in the press box setting up the microphone and stuff.
Yeah.
And I came out, and you were like, "What happened here?" There was trash everywhere. There was liquor bottles from the day
That's where
before.
I picked up all the trash in the entire stadium.
Yes, you sure did. By yourself. Because you couldn't have the people come and see that. OMG.
Nobody cares, man. That's why I rock with that Beyonce album. Anybody that talks junk about that Beyonce album, you're un-American. You are un-American. I posted a picture in some woman that has hair like Dolly Parton. But I like to tell y'all, Dolly Parton's hair ain't even like Dolly Parton's. Said she's sick of seeing this. What are you sick of seeing? Have you listened to the words? Maybe you should open your mind and see and listen to what America really is. It's a Creole. It's a mix. It's Beyonce. Dude, Beyonce cannot be created in any other country other than right here. The United States of America. God bless America and God bless Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, God bless all musicians that give us so many different messages and, take me to another place. And yeah, that's even fun. Take me to another land.
Yes.
Remember that group?
Why does it say that, MK? It's because I'm an idiot. And I put the Totem Pole Sports banner up. See, we can select all these different banners, and I just selected the one, and you're the only one that cares enough to let us know that, hey, Troy, you got a zit on your face, you need a pop, or hey, Troy, you got a booger hanging out of your nose. So thank you. Yeah, take me to another place. I'm getting ready to go to another place. I was just at the Jeff Davis Flea Market. Now I'm rocking to South Beach.
What time's your flight?
My flight is at 1.
Is it Richmond to where? Atlanta to
Richmond to Fort Lauderdale.
On Spirit?
On Spirit.
All right.
Coach me up on Spirit.
Yeah, don't make sure. I mean, these days you could stuff all your clothes in a little backpack that you're going to wear, and like, because I went to Las Vegas for the weekend on Spirit, and I just had a backpack, a couple of jerseys. I have another pair of pants, some socks, underwear, and I wore the same shoes all weekend. And I traveled with a sport coat just in case I needed a sport coat to walk into somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
so will they let me take a backpack on, or do I have to pay?
No, the backpack's free.
Backpack is free.
Backpack's free. Yeah, carry-on is not free. There's a difference between a carry-on and a backpack, though. So it can't be the standard size of a carry-on, your carry-on bag, because they'll charge you for that. So if you got a small backpack that you can squeeze neatly closed, you don't need to take a carry-on.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it work, man. I'm gonna talk my way.
Matter of fact, you know what? Here's another secret that us Chester, what do you call it? The flea market. What is it called?
The Jeff Davis Flea Market.
Jeff Davis Flea Market is the secret to things is this. You can absolutely take nothing and just hit up. I call them the Fab Five: Gabe's, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Burlington, Ross,
Yeah,
and they will take care of you for the weekend. They will
it's
close.
amazing how little you need.
Yeah, and it's amazing when people don't know about those 5 stores I just named and won't go
Say
in
it
them.
again. Say them again.
Gabe's, TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Ross, and Burlington.
And
They
a
have
Goodwill in a rich
everything you
area.
need for the rest of your life. You can get toothbrush, phone charging cords, sneakers, side tables for your rooms, couches, outdoor stuff, car stuff, handles, you name it, they have it. And it's I mean and it's 1/5 of the price. And I've already done a small 5th grade cost analysis, and I look at it like this. If you shop exclusively at those 5 stores and you make $100,000 a year, you walk around like you make $500,000 a year because the stuff is 1/5 on average of what you would pay retail. I'm just saying. So everyone looks at you. You look like the $500,000 man if you make 100,000, because they got $500,000, like you said, Ralph
Yes.
Lauren, all the Nike swag, everything in those 5 stores. It's
Life
amazing.
lessons.
That is just like, again, try to keep everything 5th grade.
I got this hat for $10 off of eBay. This is a $30 Adidas hat.
Yes. That's a great place if you don't like to go out, because you can sit there on a rainy, snowy day and you can find some treasures on eBay.
I bought all my Miami Hurricanes gear off of eBay. And I had a coach from another college hit me up yesterday.
Well,
said,
if you
Troy,
did
send
that,
me your address.
Hey, Troy, are you renting a car?
No. I'm staying in an Airbnb. I'm staying in a dude's house, dude.
Okay, well, dude, do me a favor if there's one close to you, promise me that you'll step foot in one of those 5 stores, because you may see all the Miami swag that you've ever seen. That is, like I said, 1/5. Quarter zips. They might have Hurricane because they're regional. Because here, there's a lot of Virginia Tech, Virginia, and University of North Carolina. You can get a lot of if you're a everyday shopper at those stores. And I have.
Yeah, I will.
Because I outfitted my son with all Virginia Tech stuff, and I go in the bookstore and they have the same thing down at Tech.
Yeah.
But
5 times as much.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the Goodwills, man, on Whole Street, one. Oh my God.
Yeah, the one in Colonial Heights, I blew me away. I just walked in there because I was wasting time, and it was color coordinated. It was like a rainbow. So it was easy to get to a colored shirt that you want, because it went from light all the way to black. It was amazing, organized. I was like, wow, it was impressive. I haven't been to the one on right there at the Walmart we met at. I'd like to step foot. I've never been in that one. That's a newer one too.
Yeah, I go in there, but I mean,
you can dress like a millionaire if you're loyal to those stores, to include Goodwill. Man, my God, it's the best kept one of the best kept secrets in America, actually.
Like, it's crazy, man, that the people who really got money, like Ralph Lauren, he wears a 30-year-old flannel from Kmart.
Correct.
People think it's Ralph Lauren because he is the brand. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like,
there's this one guy. He lives in this area, but all his life he liked, 1, cleaning up, and 2, he just liked collecting cans and turning them in. But this guy's an absolute millionaire. He's retired. I think he lives in Colonial Heights, but he's a millionaire. But he was just on our street a couple days ago with his bag and his stick, picking up cans. I mean, just unassuming guy, and that's who I strive to be. I just want to, blend into America and just enjoy the view from this side of the fence. Not trying to be the man on the other side of the fence, drawing attention to myself and trying to turn myself into a celebrity or something. No, man, I want to watch, because then it tells me what I don't want to watch when I'm watching. Like some of those shows on national TV.
Like which shows?
I don't like. I'm just not really into the ESPN shows that much because I only watch sports. And that could be criminal or it could be actually healthy for me, one of the two. But I just got this sense watching over, especially because sports has been my soap opera. So I've been with these stations, and these shows for a long time, and now it's just I've watched the matriculation of reporting sports to sports reporters wanting to become celebrities, and like they'll call Dion out for trying to get clicks, but that's what they're doing.
Yes.
All of them. It's just, when this Twitter and hashtag, everyone that had a platform now thinks, well, I want to be on a level with people like LeBron. Like everyone's going to know me. And so, and because a reporter reports. I mean, we should if I see you at the airport, I should know who you are. But it should be a big difference between me seeing you and me seeing someone like Fat Joe or LeBron. Those are celebrities. Those are
yeah. I mean,
we got too many celebrity sportscasters and sports reporters. It's a little bit
Ever since we started this YouTube channel, we have been on a mission to be a better Barstool, a more common man. And then I meet the guy from Sideline Sports Network, and he says, Troy, everybody hates ESPN. So I'm like, okay. So now, I don't know if you've been following this, but the guy from Sideline Sports Network hit me up and said that Antonio Brown hit him up because Antonio Brown is starting the CTESPN college Twitters. Sideline Sports Network already has that. But, dude, I sent Antonio Brown a message from my own personal Twitter and from Totem Pole, and he hit me back. Antonio Brown sent me a message and said, game time. And then he sent me a message back that said, what's the pitch?
That said what?
He said, what's the pitch? I'll read you the message. And I'll show it to everybody.
CTESPN. Yeah. What's the CT stand for?
He's got CTE.
That's so it's CTESPN. Okay, got it. Got you.
Yes. I said, AB, this is Totem Pole Nation. We roll with Sideline Sports Network. We want to be a part of CTESPN. Coach Bald, Coach Troy Taylor, and the team at Totem Pole Nation had the YouTube channel and the podcast. Here's our number. Gave him my number. This is Troy Taylor, high school football coach from Richmond, Virginia. Thanks, man. Headed to Miami this week to visit the U staff. And he says, game time. The guy's got 1.5 million followers, and he made me and my son's weekend just by saying game time. All right, so I sent him a message from my personal account. I said, let's go. We'll be in Miami next week. Totem Pole Nation wants to join your fight. Here's my cell. He said, what the pitch? Look at this. AB. What the pitch? I said, the pitch is I'm the most penalized coach of all time on any level, NFL, college, high school, or rec. That's by Gene Steratore. Totem Pole Nation has been creating sports content because ESPN is terrible. Barstool says they are the common man, but they aren't. I'm a high school coach from Richmond, Virginia. I love Dick Gregory. He was true comedy, and he told the truth. We are renegades, and we want to join your fight. Man, just by him saying what the pitch, that's like one of the few people that have ever responded to me. Jimmy Johnson, Cowboys coach. But can you believe that AB has 1.5 million followers said what the pitch?
I can't. I kind of can't believe it. You know.
So,
But that's really good to know that one that it sounds like he sought medical attention, and two that he's actually trying to help others by using his platform. And again, see, this is where I love platforms. Guys who actually were, like you say, in the arena.
ooh,
Like, you have something to tell us. I was never in there. You know, being in an arena in high school is not the same as being in the arena in the NFL. I mean, we don't go any higher than that on this planet.
mm-hmm.
It doesn't go any higher. So we
But
want
you know
those
what, man? This is a saying. High school coaches want to go to college. College guys want to go to the NFL. And NFL guys just want to go back to high school and coach football. Man.
the circle of life.
I guess
The
it's just the
Lion King.
politics. The further
Yes.
you go up, the more politics and the less coaching.
Yes. Well, you know what? And I will say this, since you're on the topic, man, I literally feel bad as I'm sitting here excited to go on this little recruiting visit tomorrow with my son. I feel bad for college coaches. You know, you're in the middle between pro and high school, but you have 5 times the work they do. I understand why college coaches want to go pro now. There's a lot more family time.
Yeah, there's no. You're recruiting all the time. Recruiting never stops now.
Never.
And
there's
the players are only on 1-year contracts.
Yes, that is tough, man.
What time is it, MK? MK's got her quote of the day. Where are y'all going on a recruiting visit?
U of R. Yeah. Pray for us. We're trying.
We're going to be fine, man. Great hat, Coach Troy, Terry and Lori Sorensen. Terry, I'm wearing this hat because I'm going to Miami. That's what one of my students said. Coach, just keep saying something and it'll come true. So I just kept saying, I'm going to Miami. I play the Will Smith video. They don't even know the Will Smith Miami song. Have you ever played it for your son, Paul? These kids don't even know it. It's terrible.
No, mine do. I mean, because I rocked. You know, I rocked YouTube. I mean, excuse me, YouTube. I rocked all the 80s and 90s pop hits. That's the only thing I played in the car when they were little in the riding the car.
Chuck Berry, Fats Domino, Red Fox.
Yeah.
You listen
and
to
my kids, and I tell you right now, my kids, all 3 of them can sing word for word one song from Dave Matthews Band. That's what I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that.
How many times have you seen Dave?
Man,
how many times have you seen Dave?
I've not seen him yet.
I've seen him 3 times. And when I tell you where I saw him in 1998 in Roanoke, Bruce Hornsby opened up for Dave Matthews Band. I was in the front.
Oof.
I've seen him twice with my girlfriend. My girlfriend loves Dave. Dave is music. Dave is America.
Oh my goodness,
dude.
He's Charlottesville. He's Virginia. And you know, yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, like people are like, what are you talking about, Coach? Like Bruce Hornsby and Dave. I know they're from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? And he actually came to one of our practices at Matoka, believe it or not. You know, it's like a small world, but Alan Pruitt. You remember Alan Pruitt?
Yeah.
Coached at Monacan? And yeah, Coach Pruitt, he coached us at Matoka he coached from my freshman year to my junior year. Okay? His wife and Bruce Hornsby's wife were college roommates at the College of William and Mary.
Wow. I remember her. She taught at Salem Middle, and I can see why. Yes.
Yeah,
I
it's just,
remember her to this day.
like if Dave walked in or came on the show right this second,
He loved it.
we would bond because we have Virginia in common, and it's a commonality that non-Virginians don't know, and I don't even know how to explain what that culture, that vibe is of Virginia people. But I just know when people say, "Hey, I'm from VA," and then the next thing you say is blah blah blah, or where from, and then me being a really just,
Dude, we're from the Triangle. We're from the
yes,
Triangle.
it's just
Two up, two down.
and Dave would have a lot to talk about because he's talking to two Virginia guys, so he say, "Hey, have you been here?
Dude.
Have you been over?" It's different, man.
But do you remember when
and rolling around the world and being in an enterprise like United States Army, where you meet people from every state. The people I met from my state automatically just click, like, and it's like a brother sisterhood thing. It's not like you just say, "Oh, you're from Virginia, cool," and you let it go. No, there's always more.
Dude, Dave used to play the flood zone.
Yes, absolutely.
Life is short. Don't waste it with negative people who don't appreciate you. Keep them in your heart, but keep.
And you were lucky because he was doing that when I was in school. So I was in Fairfax, and he came through there a couple times. But I just hadn't seen him. And then what? And then
I'm gonna see him this summer. He didn't come here. He went to Charlotte last summer. He didn't come in Virginia.
I need to call this guy. Hey, this guy I work with. See, this is another small world thing. Guy I work with at Fort Lee. We're the same rank. He's currently out in Colorado. He's still in the Army.
What part?
Well, Colorado Springs.
So Colorado Springs is that where Colorado is, or Colorado State? Colorado State.
No, Colorado State's in it's north of Denver. Colorado Springs is south of Denver. So Fort Collins is where it's at. Colorado State.
Fort Collins is where? How far is Fort Collins from Colorado Springs?
2 hours.
In a car, okay. Because I knew the O-line coach at Colorado State.
Straight down I-25. Yep, and you're you're an hour from Boulder. But check this out. This guy, we were working, and we found out, he wasn't from Virginia, but he liked Dave Matthews. So we started talking. He goes, "Hey man, look at this picture." I'm like, "Hey, that's Dave." He goes, "Yeah, my cousin's married to him. We go to his house for Christmas every year and sit around." So he lives on this rancher over there in Charlottesville, and he's got a house that has a wine cellar, but instead of wine, it's filled with Lagunitas, the beer. That's his favorite beer. It's like an IPA.
I don't know what an IPA is.
Okay, Indian Pale Ale. It's a heavy beer, but that's his favorite. But he goes backstage at Dave. So if I was to link up and go with him, we can go backstage after the concert and just shoot the breeze. Yeah,
it's Oreo.
I'm like, and I have that access to Dave, and I had not yet gone.
Yeah, man. Dave Matthews is the GOAT. Dave Matthews is the greatest of all time. And here's what makes Oreo. This is what makes the greatest of all time. Will they do it for free? Dude, my favorite Dave Matthews song is Two Step. My girlfriend's favorite Dave Matthews song is 41. Dude, 41 is about that. That he would play for free. It was the people around him that changed.
Yeah.
He would do it for free.
Yeah.
The greatest of all time would do it for free.
Yeah.
That's how much they love it, Oreo. Oreo, we helped you when you had how many subs? We did it for free. We helped you for free because we love it. And now we got Paul Oreo, a great addition to the team. And we haven't even started talking about sports. I guess we'll talk about sports tonight. I'll let y'all know how it is in Miami.
And you know how big of this is just astonishing to me to stay on this music topic.
Yeah.
Dave Matthews is is a GOAT. He is like you say his name in this state. It's crazy. You go to Colorado to the Gorge. He's been all over the place, right?
Oh,
But then you think of someone like this, who's known on every corner of the earth, and I'm talking about Bono and his glasses and U2. That's a whole nother level of goatness.
yes.
You
Dude,
too.
you get me fired up, bruh, because I was talking to this girl on TikTok from China, I think, and she was telling me that her favorite band is Escape. And she told me that Escape was as good as Dave Matthews Band. I said, no, they're not. I said, if Escape was as good as Dave Matthews Band, they would write their own songs. How could you be the greatest of all time when you don't write your songs? That ain't coming from your heart. It ain't coming from your soul. Dave Matthews is still doing it.
Well, I see. I've
Escape,
never even heard of them.
You know, Escape. It's the two guys to be with you. Dude, I can't think of the name. Hold on. Yeah, you've never even heard of them. No, it's not Escape. It's
like I can't put the name with faces. Like I probably have heard the song, but didn't know it was them.
Escape. Huh?
I probably heard a song but didn't know that was who it even was. It just came on the radio or something. But if you say a name, I should be able to picture faces of people. When it comes to they're better than Dave Matthews.
No, it's not even close, dude. Like when I had a video, I gave it away by Pete Carroll. And this was Pete Carroll's philosophy. He said, we don't want to be the best ones doing it. We want to be the only ones doing it. We want to be like the Grateful Dead. We don't want to be the best doing it. We want to be the only ones doing it.
That's the
Grateful Dead.
To all walks of life. If you apply that to all walks of life, you will be a rich person on the inside and out.
Well, I'm rich on the inside. I'm not rich on the out. But
yes, you are, because you shop at the flea market and you look like $1 million every time I see you,
bruh. I mean,
I gotta go to that flea market. I love stuff like that, man.
Next Sunday,
because I know they have diamonds in even the outdoor one.
Yes,
that's better than the store.
Yeah, the store is like real stores that people pay. The outdoor flea market is just people come there and sell stuff and set up.
Yeah, I used to go there as a kid.
Yeah, it's the best. It's gotten better.
We used to. I'll never forget this. My dad used to go down there, like on paydays. He used to go down there and get a bushel of crabs, and we'd sit in the backyard with some Old Bay. You know, that was some good times. Yeah, crabs and newspaper in the backyard.
I can taste them right now. I can smell them. I can taste them. I can smell it. If there's an outer space, there must be an inner space, right? If there's an outer space, there must be an inner space.
What you talking about, Will?
In my inner space, I can still smell the crabs. I can taste them. I can hear it.
Yes.
I can remember putting down the newspaper. Man. Dude. Bro, it has nothing to do with being from Virginia. See, that's whenever I meet somebody, I always ask them, where are you from?
Yes, me too. Because I mean, because I studied the geography of the state, and I can relate to every part of this state through like knowing someone or knowing like a nice restaurant that's there.
You can connect anybody in this country, in this world.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because if you're from Jersey, the first thing I say is, are you from North Jersey or South Jersey? Now they got to make a decision. Are they from North Jersey or South? So then
you got those people floating in the middle, like my brother who lives in Freehold, which is like Central Jersey, but they can't say that.
So you don't want to pick sides. North Jersey, that's where all the rich people are from. Oh, dude, they get so upset that you say that because they know it's a joke. because dude, the only rich people in North Jersey are the ones that live in Bergen County that are from like Manhattan. Everybody else is just there, you know.
Man, I tell you what, I really like. I wish New Jersey, we had New Jersey breakfast sandwich places down here, like they have on every block. I love that. Just get a fresh made
Yeah,
Taylor
but dude,
ham and
can't you
cheese
go to
sandwich.
Ettrick Market? Can't you go to Ettrick Deli? What's the difference?
Well, it was that's because that's more. Well, first of all, it's more lunch food. It's more soul food. Like they don't do breakfast sandwiches. But to me, like if I had a breakfast sandwich, I won't even think about lunch. They're so good. Like that. You ever had Taylor ham?
Huh?
Taylor ham. It's a pork roll. They put that with on a everything bagel
I
with
used
egg
to
and
eat
cheese.
the
That's
Taylor
all you
ham
need the whole day.
from my mom used to buy ham every week from U Crops. She'd buy a pound. Yeah. I want
No,
the
but yeah, they're just this nice little. And again, there's more mom and pops restaurants up there too. That I'm a big mom and pop restaurant fan instead of box restaurants.
like
I like
Dante's.
Brothers. You're
No,
in Dinwiddie now. You got to go to Brothers. As a matter of fact, you're in Dinwiddie now. That steakhouse I heard was pretty good. What does old Billy Mills say about that?
My wife can't cook. She's trying to kill me with this chicken salad. This chicken salad's terrible. Man, that guy. I don't think he can go anywhere in Dinwiddie because he's famous. The dude is famous.
Yeah.
Everywhere he goes, somebody knows him. Everybody knows more than him. It's been the best medicine. Like I lost 5 games this year. He lost 4. Well, it's all relative. Like him losing 4 is like me losing 7. And everybody thinks they know. You know, it's more than the coach. Oh, yeah? Well, you ain't been up there till 9 p.m. Dude, I'm getting ready to go to the University of Miami. Alex Mariball told me they go home today at 4 p.m. Billy Mills gets there at 6 a.m. and don't leave till 9 p.m. every day. Billy Mills.
There's a lot to do. There's a lot that you have to do, man. And when you're retired, when he's finished coaching and looks back on all that time he spent,
die. Dude, he's gonna die coaching. That guy can't retire. He's addicted, man. He is a junkie. He's like me.
Well, I mean, and again, guess what? On an NFL level, so is Belichick, but the cost of winning is expensive. Not just in money. It's in man hours.
Everybody gets asked to get off the train. Bill
Correct.
Parcells.
Correct. And again, yeah. I mean, his carton of milk will expire, but
yes,
as long as that candle is burning in him, he's going to do it. And it's healthier to me personally. Everyone's going to die. It's healthier for him to do what he loves than to do nothing and leave early.
Yes. Dude, Bill Belichick, I'm going to predict this.
Go ahead.
Bill Belichick is new to the NFL. I'm talking about since its inception. His dad played in the NFL. Okay. His dad was a scout at Navy. He had his foot in the door. So he's really second generation NFL. It's a family business.
Mm-hmm. Will he coach next year?
Will they stop him from breaking Don Shula's record?
But have we reached the point of no return on like it's a copycat league? So the copycatism of this league right now is
NCAA, love you. Bye. Have a great day at school. Have a great day. Got a great day for it. Dude.
It's young, up and coming offensive coaches being head coaches, and 2 retread coaches that are still young enough to do it, but they learn their lessons and they get another crack at it. That's what's going on right now. But
it's been going on.
Yeah, but so that's why it's going to be hard for him to get a job because, like, what is your lifespan with our current team? it just doesn't fit. And again, most of the owners or some of the owners are his age or younger. So it's like, it's gonna be tough. I
Dude,
know. I mean, he coach again? Sure. But will
he's not gonna
someone
break
let him? That's the
he's not gonna
problem.
break that record. Dude, he is a football historian. That record means everything to him. They're gonna keep him from breaking that record, man.
Oh, okay, so
they're gonna keep him from breaking Don Shula's record. Don Shula hates him. Don Shula said he's a cheater. Don Shula does not like Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick does not like Don Shula. Don Shula, both of his sons, one was the head coach of Alabama, the other one was the head coach of Cincinnati Bengals. This is a family business. I mean, they're gonna, dude. He's old school. He's old school. Tom Brady said, not everybody's trying to win the Super Bowl. It costs too much money. They're trying to make money. That's a franchise. Like, I was wondering why, Paul, why is there not a cookout between L.C. Bird and Chippenham? L.C. Bird and Meadowbrook. If you had a cookout on that road, you could print money. Print it. But I looked into cookouts. They're not franchised. They're all family owned. That's why they're good. That's why they're consistent. Dude, I've never been to the NFL. I probably will go to the Miami Dolphins facility. But today. But dude, that's a $120 billion business.
Mm-hmm.
And the United States government spends $6 trillion a year. Apple is worth $3 trillion. Wow. Think about that, man. Put that into perspective. Like, the United States government is the ultimate team, the ultimate business. Why do they want to get in? Coach Ball don't want me getting into. Oh, Paul, I just saw Totem Pole Sports as our background. I thought she was talking about the banner. Dude, I'm sorry. Look, we're in St. Petersburg, the home of Rod Wave. Rod Wave, we're rocking with you.
Listen, I'm looking for. Thanks for waiting until minute 42 to switch the banner. But I'm looking forward to tonight's sports show because I was very, very impressed with the UFL's product yesterday, and the intricacies that they've added. That it's like, man, like you said, we want to be the only one doing it. Like, people don't realize that The Rock, the XFL, or Vince McMahon he invented that little.
Let's go.
Yeah, The Rock, the U. But they invented, that little camera that's sliding around on the line.
He hate me now.
They brought that to the NFL, and then like, why are guys getting interviewed after interceptions right on the bench yesterday? Like, that's a softball. And then why are we listening to the coach call the plays and talk to the quarterback? Why are we listening? Yeah, because you know what? I said yesterday, I was sitting there with my brother, and Dean Blandino, he's talking to the other referees. Man, that's how you get people into football, because people shy away because they're like, I don't know what's going on.
It's connection. It's connection.
Yes. And if you were sitting there with someone who didn't watch football, you could teach them at the same time you're watching the game, because they're hearing what you're like. He's saying this because, but when you compare what I saw yesterday to an NFL game, it's like, we're on the outside. All of us want to be in there.
We're the gladiators, dude.
But you feel like
you're watching the gladiators. We're watching the gladiators fight.
That's not how yesterday was.
No.
I felt part of the broadcast. Like, and then when other people are talking, other people like the referees or the coaches talking to the quarterback or the defensive player, it's like he's talking to me, and then I get to tell the guy sitting next to me going, why are they doing that? The guys,
And dude, there's some great coaches. There are some great football coaches. Dude,
absolutely.
NFL, I mean, dude, it isn't who you know, it's who you. Yeah.
But I mean, but again, that's where. Yeah, hey, and I don't know if I'm repeating myself here, but that's an interesting comment you made because I was listening to a podcast, and it was a guy that played in the league like 10 years, and he said ever since he started playing football, little league, high school, college, and pro, he said half of the coaches on the staff couldn't coach anything. At every level that he played at, he goes, it's all about friends. You hire friends or people you're comfortable with. So he goes, a lot more can be done with the personnel that we had on our teams, but we didn't have the coaches to take us to the next level. It's
Nah.
those people who reach out to people. You know what? It's the people that, because it's not
Nick
everywhere,
Saban.
but
It's
it's the
Nick
teams
Saban.
the people that reach out to coaches and reach out and put smarter people around them and not a scare for people to be smarter than them. Those are the ones that rise to the top. But everybody, when those people just hire friends, you got a lot of groupthink going on. Before you know it, everybody's your friend.
Friends who get you
And
fired.
yes, absolutely, because there's no there's no ingenuity. There's no one calling people out because they're not friends. I'm here to coach and
And
to
that's
make
why
this
they don't
thing
want
better.
Belichick.
Why? He's not a friend of it.
They don't
Who's he a
want
friend?
Belichick running that organization because he ain't gonna be nobody's friend. He's not gonna be
That's
friend of
right.
the players. He's
Yeah,
not gonna be friends with the owner. He's
he's a Mohican. Yeah,
but that's who he is in the media. These guys like Nick Saban and Billy Mills and Belichick, they ain't what you see on the sidelines, man. Like Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey just said it. She's real. She can say things to her players that other people can't say. Like I had a coach, somebody videoed me going crazy at practice once. And a coach said, I'm outraged. I'm outraged that Troy talks to his players like that. Well, dude, that's because you don't understand love.
yeah, yeah. And again, that's a sore subject with me because you know, and I tell people, and I always thank my kids' teachers and their coaches, and I always thank them, and I try to like give them something, a gift or a card, because what people don't realize is from the age of 5 until you spend more time with other adults than you spend with your own parents. Parents only get you for 5 years. The 5th year, you're gone. And that teacher has you all day. So they see you in the morning for an hour to get you dressed and get you something to eat. And they see you for about an hour or two in the evening to get you bathed, fed, and put to sleep. That's not longer than a teacher has you. That's barely longer than a coach has you. So I know what you mean by love. Because you spend more time with them than their parents do.
Time and attention. How do you love somebody? Time and attention.
Yes.
You love. This is Mike Spencer. I didn't know this. She said, Troy, how do you show somebody you love them? I said, I don't know. Time and attention. Time and
Yes.
attention. And he said, Troy, you're 360. This guy's met with Nick Saban. He's met with Kirby Smart. He's been in the same room as Belichick, Kirby Smart, and Nick Saban talking about quarter coverage. And he told me, he said, Troy, you're 360. Your entire pie in your pie chart is 360 degrees football. This dude got recruited by Bear Bryant. He got recruited by Bruce Arians. He played with Todd Bowles. He coached at Florida State with Bobby Bowden, Chuck Amato. And he told me that, dude, what is matter really don't matter. But when someone tells me that I can go with those guys, or you tell a teacher, hey, man, you helped change my son's life. Or Bill Best texts me and says, give me your address, the coach from Colorado State. Like, what is matter really don't matter. Man, we're getting into some deep stuff, ain't we? But you believe it and you know it's true.
Yeah. It just,
right?
What took, I pick up stuff and I stay reading stuff and I'm trying to learn about right now I'm learning about recruiting process and, learn about coaches. But I stumbled across this like a month ago, and I could not believe what I was reading.
What?
But one, I didn't know Bruce Arians. You know how BA his personality is. I didn't realize he was a quarterback.
Yeah, he got kicked
Number
out of high
one,
school
and then I didn't realize he was a quarter. I think he's
at
from
Virginia
Pennsylvania,
Tech.
but he quarterback at Virginia Tech. But you know what else about Bruce Arians that it just blew me away?
What?
Bruce Arians was the first white guy to room with a black guy in Virginia Tech football history. And you know who the black guy was?
Who?
The barber's dad. Look it
Bruce
up.
Arians.
I
Do you know
could
why?
not.
Bruce Arians
That
is from
was
coal mining country in Pennsylvania. Bruce
correct.
Arians got kicked out of high school. He got expelled from high school, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what a story, and what a like stand-up moment. And I mean, and I look
Ira
at BA
Pack was
and I
black
look at myself and I'm
then.
like, well, BA's not, he can't be that much older than me because he was just coaching. So
Oh,
I
he
mean,
is. He's older than you.
meaning that much, meaning he's within 20 years of me. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that just happened a short time ago. Like in
Dude, we
this,
come from a different world, man.
that's just
Say the world is
crazy.
getting worse. People say the world is getting worse 100 years ago. Me and you wouldn't even be sitting here talking to each other because someone told us that. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. But don't you believe them? Wow. See, that's what I taught my son. I taught my son when I learned from you. I played a mandolin rain. I said, listen to this.
Yes.
Listen to this.
Yes.
Mandolin rain.
Yeah, I mean, again, those songs are like Bruce too. It's slow enough where you could actually give a school lesson on the words from songs like that, and just
I
because
do.
it's a how do you take what he's saying, and you'll get different answers. It's not just black
It's
and white.
art. It's art.
Yes, it's art. It's just
It's
it's
art.
not. It's
But we're
colorful.
all artists. We're all
Yeah.
artists. Look at this. Hold on. Come here. Look at here. Okay. So old white dude from Hopewell had all this stuff he bought from a dude in North Carolina. I bought a stack of Jordan Wheaties boxes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This frame came from Hobby Lobby for $12. I got a stack of Jordan boxes for $10. And I remember, and you remember when your grandparents used to like make a puzzle and then they'd glue it all together, or they would make
Correct.
art. They used to call it
Yeah.
folk art, or they would, get a statue and paint it. Dude,
Yes.
look at this. Look at that. Dude,
You made that?
I made this from those Wheaties boxes.
Wow.
Frame.
Wow. 100 years from now, you know how much that's going to be worth?
Probably nothing, because somebody will say, well, he cut the Wheaties box. But dude, this was $22. I made this for $22. You can't buy
that's
this.
pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Dude, look at that.
That's pretty good.
So dope.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I was like, dude, I had this huge frame from Hobby Lobby.
I'll tell you what, it cost you $22, but I guarantee you, if you're down in Miami, you had that, and you were walking down the street, and Jordan was too, and you showed it to him, he'd give you more than $22 for it, because he thinks that's impressive. I just believe that.
Because that's love. Because dude, I didn't even like Jordan as a player. I was a Celtics fan. But I remember when he made that shot against the Jazz, you know what I did? I took my hat off.
Yes.
My dad told me, he said, that guy's the greatest of all time, Troy. He told me that years ago. He's the greatest of all time. But when he hit that shot against the Jazz, I took my hat off and I couldn't hate no more.
Yeah.
How can you hate someone who's great? Just because
and hate someone who just time and time again, he always sealed the deal.
Tom Brady. They're the greatest of all time at the end of the game.
Yes. Holy moly.
Are you a Jordan fan?
I am. Yeah.
Hey,
absolutely.
Guess what? I'm going to give this to you.
No.
No, I'm going to give it to you.
No, man.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to give it to you, man. It means more to you than me. This means nothing to me. You're a
It means
Jordan
something.
fan.
You collected the boxes and you didn't like the guy,
No, I
but you
didn't
collected.
collect the boxes. I didn't collect the boxes. I bought a stack of Jordan boxes for $10. I'm going to give it to you.
Wait. So somebody was selling boxes without the Wheaties in them.
Hold on, I'll show you. I got 3 extra boxes. Hold on. Dude, they're selling everything, man.
What was that at the flea market? Wow, that's impressive. Somebody's selling Wheaties boxes that they've been holding on to.
He bought the collection from somebody in North Carolina.
The Wheaties, the empty box
I
of
had all
Wheaties
kinds
collection.
of Jordan stuff. He had all kinds of Obama stuff. He had all kinds of Ken Griffey Jr. The dude, it was like an old man or something. Look, here's one of them. It was these.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, you remember those. So, like, I took those.
What? Okay. So what made you go looking for that?
I didn't look for it. It came to me. The old man from Hopewell was there, and he said, I'll show you. I saw this.
Where were you at again?
I'm at the flea market, man.
The outdoor, indoor.
I saw this. This is 1986, 87. That's an actual Kodak picture of the team from 1986.
Yeah, I remember that because that's the year my dad took me to the Richmond Coliseum to see them play preseason against the Atlanta Hawks. And as we're coming out to the car, the players are this is how this is so different. The players actually left the Richmond Coliseum and walked back up towards Broad Street in their warm-ups to go to the hotel. I saw Jordan.
Here, I'm gonna give this to you. Oh crap! Did I break my glasses? I broke my glasses. Man, I broke my glasses. I better find my other ones. Look, I'm gonna give this to you. Look at this. I didn't know what this was. Do you know what this was?
What?
This is the window cling sticker that they used to put on the coolers to sell the Gatorade, and they left it blank where they could write it in. This junk, I paid $1 for this.
Wait, the what sticker?
Do you remember in like Spencer's on the cooler, they would put this window cling sticker for Gatorade?
Okay.
I paid $1 for this. I think I paid $1 for this. All right, hold on. I got one more thing I want to show you. Now this is dope. Look at this. Still in the bag. NBA Gatorade towel.
OMG.
Yeah, dude. The old man from Hopewell.
Dude, we're going next Sunday, dude. Am I gonna be anywhere? I'll be here, I think.
Here you go. Look at this. Look at this. Remember this? This was the game. Remember the game?
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna give you my address. You come by and get this stuff when you have time. Dude, it don't matter. I can't take it with me.
Yeah. That's
I'm
funny.
gonna give it to you, bro. It means more to you. I'm not even a Jordan fan. You are, right?
I am, but what about the Celtics?
Dude, I don't care about the Celtics. The Celtics don't care about me. Why did I like Larry Bird? Because I was told to like Larry Bird. I think all of us were told to like Larry Bird. Why'd you like Michael Jordan? Because
he was the best, man. I mean,
he was the best.
He actually,
I'm giving you a picture of a team that you actually saw play. I
did.
You bought it for $10. This junk means more to you than $10, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why, dude? Because I live my life like you. It's like we're brothers from another mother. But
I gotta get. I see. I didn't know that place was going on like that, man. That's pretty good, man. And I like to look. I don't have to buy anything. I mean, but if they got stuff like that,
it's getting ready
I
to
just
close down in June.
for what renovations?
Why do you think? They're going to
Too
tear it
hot?
down and build an apartment complex.
What?
That land is owned by Tallheimers, man.
Yeah. Did you ever? All right. This is what.
They paid Paradise and put up a parking lot.
Did you ever in your lifetime go see a movie there?
Yes.
I did too. That was cool.
Yeah, my dad worked on that road. He worked at Reynolds Metals, man. My dad ran the extrusion plant on Remet Road. My dad had 10th grade education. My dad's got a photographic memory. Was your dad a Mason?
Yes.
Are you a Mason?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. And that's part of that's a part of.
Go ahead.
And he never talked to us about that stuff. I mean, I have two brothers, and he didn't look. You know, one thing I just gotta applaud him for is he taught me how to get out of the way. That's what I learned from him. If there's one thing I learned
is quiet, listen.
No, just like as you have kids, you do you do with them, but every day you open your arms further apart to let them grow. You know, when they're a baby, you got to keep your hands real close together to hold them or they'll fall. But as they grow, you move your hands out until your hands are to your side. So now you're open to letting them grow because they're not going to learn, and you can't helicopter and cuddle them all. No, you got to let them struggle.
You can't live through your son. You can't live through your son. And
no, and I don't. I mean, and again, I'm not. Yeah, now my job is to help, like my son. He wants to play college football. My job's to help him, not tell him where to go and what to do. No, I don't want to. I don't even want to. I don't.
Multiple choice test. Life is not a multiple choice test with one right answer.
No, it's not. That's why. If you give them the answer every time, they're not going to grow and give the wrong answer. You know.
You learn by giving the wrong answer.
Like yesterday, he's like, Dad, my son at Virginia Tech, he's applying for a scholarship. He's like, Dad, can you write me a paragraph of your Army career? I said, no, but I can send you bullets and you piece it together. Because you're a college kid, you should be able to write a paragraph given bullets. And he did it, but he learned something yesterday because he had to think through. He wasn't just given something. But he had all the answers to the test, but you have to piece it together because I want you to learn how to write when someone just gives you a little bit of information. And I mean, I don't test them all the time like that. It's just like yesterday, I was like, well, this is a moment where if I give you bullets, you can sit there and write it because you're just nugging away. And you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a computer. I'm like, I didn't. But I had all the nuggets in my head, and I just texted him real quick. I said, piece this together. I said, what grade do you give me? He said A+, because he knows what I was doing. Like, I'm not doing for you. And I never did for them.
How to overcome adversity. Dude, I think how to overcome adversity.
And that's why I got into the booth. The booth kept me away from coaching. I didn't want to coach them either. I didn't want to do that. So I hung out in the booth and called games for the CQL because I wanted them to have their own experience. I already played high school. I already played. I don't want you to like try to be like me, better than me. No, be you. Be you, because you can't be me. And my time is up. And I'd rather watch you be you than you trying to be me or you trying to please me. You don't have to please me either. I don't, I'm going to support you if you throw 5 interceptions or if you just like if you do 5 touchdowns. I don't even care. I don't care. I'm not gonna be like, dude, what were you doing? I'm gonna be like, hey, good game. And if you're in college, you come over to my little tailgate to get a hot dog. I'm gonna say, hey, dude, what? Are you still on scholarship? Yes. Yeah. Well, we don't worry about 10 picks today. Oh, we're good.
I remember one time I played Thomas Dale and it was raining and we threw the ball 30 times. And I came home and my ex-wife said, why did you throw the ball 30 times? I said, because it was open. And she said, well, you won't complete no passes. Well, that's why we lost. But they also had a 6'3" tailback that in a rainstorm we couldn't tackle.
Ooh.
Yeah. DJ Reed.
Yes.
Yeah, we couldn't tackle him. We had a bunch of little bitty guys. Big guys, in wet weather beat little guys. In wet weather. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But dude, like, how to overcome adversity? What is adversity? I mean, what is adversity? Adversity is not getting what you want, not things going the way that you want them to go. I mean, what is adversity?
When you face adversity, when you face a situation where things aren't going as you planned, as you thought, as you knew, but
unexpected.
There still has to be you have to have an end result. You have to get to an end result. You know, like, I mean, for example, you know, if I give my son bullets and he has a computer and it just crashes in front of him, how's he going to put together this paragraph to send to the scholarship center? That's just a real quick example, but I mean, that's facing adversity. But facing adversity,
breaking your glasses right before you go to Miami.
All right, before you have to read a speech in front of people, that's where it's. And again, I told I take some things and I tell my kids, and they just look at me, but I want them to hear it, because some of these things that I've heard are like, man, that's gonna help you. Like breaking your glasses, you can't read. So what does that tell me? Things like that can happen, or somebody can spill coffee on your speech. You better know how to MSU, make stuff up. You know, and a boss told me that once. If you can't make stuff up at the spur of the moment, he told me, he's like, you're only going to last so long in this business. Like, you don't have enough time to create everything. You have to get up in front of the troops and make them believe you, but it has to come right from your heart or right out of your pocket. You can't, you have no time to prepare.
You can't fake it. Have you seen the movie Air?
You know what? My best friends asked me that, and I said, no, I haven't. He goes, dude, you got to watch that.
Dude, that's me. I'm Sonny Vaccaro. I'm the dude that's stupid enough to drive from Oregon to North Carolina and actually think I can convince Michael Jordan's mom to sign with Nike. I'm Sonny Vaccaro. I became obsessed with Sonny Vaccaro. But you know what I learned? Sonny Vaccaro wasn't the one that really got him to sign with Nike. The dude that made him sign with Nike was a guy named George Raveling. Have you ever heard of Coach George Raveling?
USC.
Dude, George Raveling is one of the biggest GOATs of all time. All time. Both of his parents died when he was a kid. He got sent to a Catholic reform school, and basically the Catholic nuns told him where to go to college. He went to college. I think it was at Villanova. And then, dude, after he graduated, a guy told him, come down here for the March on Washington. He went down there before the day of it, and they said, hey, we need more bodyguards. You're tall. You're like 6'5". Dude, he was standing right next to Martin Luther King when he gave the I Have a Dream speech. And after it was over with, he said, hey, Dr. King, can I have that speech? He handed it to him. He had it for 30 years and nobody knew it. And you know what he believes? It ain't his speech. It's like the American Indians and Native Americans knew this land wasn't theirs. He said, I'm just the keeper of the speech.
Wow.
Dude, he had it for 30 years and never told nobody. And he won't sell it because he knows it ain't his. Think about that. George Raveling is so wise. Listen to the podcast of George Raveling. I've been trying to get a hold of him, but he's too old. Dude, George Raveling is smart. Yeah. Watch that movie, dude. That movie is life.
So where do you go? So you just go on Netflix? Is that how you do it?
Amazon Air.
Amazon?
Amazon, yeah. Air. It's a
Okay.
wonderful movie. Michael Jordan said this. He said, I want Viola Davis to play my mom. And what's his name? Ben Affleck? Ben Affleck said, well, it's not very easy to get Viola Davis. He said, well, it's probably not going to be very easy to make this movie then. Dude, Michael Jordan's not in it. He's not in it. The character of Michael Jordan ain't in it. The movie ain't about him. The movie, it's about Sonny Vaccaro. See, Sonny Vaccaro, dude, he was an AAU coach. He was a rec coach. But dude, he could see talent. Like he knew everybody. He was a Jimbo Fisher. Dude, he knew Kobe Bryant's dad, and he knew his maternal grandfather. And Kobe Bryant's dad brought him to him the summer before his junior year and begged him to put Kobe in his camp. He wasn't invited to it. And he got MVP, but he went to George Raveling and said, I'm going to come back here. No, I'm sorry. He went to Sonny Vaccaro, and he said, I'm going to come back here next year, and I'm going to be the best player at this camp. And that's when he saw something in him that he hadn't seen in a long time. He saw Michael Jordan. He saw something in him. And when he went work for Nike, he said, throw the bank at Jordan. He went to Adidas. They threw the bank at Jordan. He said, throw the bank at LeBron. They didn't throw the bank at LeBron. He was mad. LeBron was going to go with Nike anyway. But, dude, that's who I learned from. That's who I study about. So one thing leads you to another. Like, everybody learns from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. This is life lessons, ain't it?
Yeah.
Your kids will be able to go back one day and watch this.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Dude, I have a decade of hits that'll live forever. Gangstar, DJ Premier, Guru. Whenever I listen to a song, Paul, I want to know who wrote the song. When I see there's 6 people wrote the song, Drake really ain't have nothing to say, man. He ain't saying nothing. It's the people that one person wrote the song. Dave Matthews wrote the song. Bruce Hornsby wrote the song. Tupac Shakur wrote the song. You know why? They are the song. They are the song. Dude, I like The Matrix. The Spoon. You ever seen The Matrix?
I have. It's been so long ago that I mean,
in the movie there's the spoon. And the dude asked him, he says, does the spoon bend? Does it actually bend? And the kid tells him, the spoon is really there, but it is you that bends. The song is really there, but the song don't bend. You bend. I bend. Yeah, some things will never change, Paul. That's just the way it is. But don't you believe them.
When are you coming back?
Thursday. Hey, man, I never leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on a podcast. I'll be on a podcast in the morning. I'll be on a podcast tonight. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm probably not going to be able to be on the podcast. I'll be at practice.
Practice? Right? What practice? Spring practice.
The U, baby.
What are you looking for? Is this just a bucket list check off, or what are you doing?
No, I don't have no bucket list.
So what are you going?
An opportunity that I get to go. Well, dude, people open up the door. Okay, my dad always said, Troy, your next door neighbor, they're at their car. You say hi to them. Next thing, they're at the fence. You say hi to them. The next thing, they're over the fence. Then the next thing, they're at the door. Then the next thing, their foot's in the door. Then the next thing, they're sitting on your couch. The next thing, they got your wallet, they got your wife. All right. Alex Maribal said, Troy, come down here anytime you want. Stay with me. Okay. I'm coming down there, but I don't know you. You live in a $2 million home, dude. You don't really know me. You're being nice.
Who is
So I
he?
get Airbnb, but I'm coming there and I'm gonna learn something.
Who's he? What does he do again?
He's the offensive line coach for the Miami Hurricanes. He was the offensive line coach at Oregon. He was a high school JV coach for 15 years. He was a government teacher. He said, Troy, you're going to love teaching government. And he's best friends with Mario Cristobal. One of
Yes.
them,
And where did y'all meet for the first time?
5, but they're both Cubans. They're both Cubans. When
Where'd y'all
Mario,
meet?
huh?
Where did y'all meet?
We met because of the podcast. Because I got Jim McNally on Twitter. I was the only person, Paul, that was stupid enough to think he could teach an 80-year-old man Twitter.
You're gonna learn a lot of stuff.
You know what? Sometimes you learn. Like Coach McNally, after I did my first podcast with Coach McNally, who coached 30 years in the NFL, he called me back and he said, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Troy Taylor. I'm a high school coach in Richmond, Virginia." And he said, "How did you learn what you've learned?" I said, "Coach Mountjoy, I learned from the greats. I was watching tapes on you." And he said, "Is your team any good?" And I said, "Yeah, we lost in the regional championship." And he said, "We got to get you a better job." Jim McNally used to call in people.
When did he say this?
Last spring. He called UVA. He called Virginia Tech. He called the head coaches and said, "You need to hire Troy Taylor." See, Jim McNally's old now. He's 80. He said, "Troy, all my friends are dead. All the people I know are in nursing homes. If I was young, I could help you." I said, "Well, Coach, I got the best job in the world." But he said, "You are above average," is what he told me. Dude, that's like Michael Jordan telling you you're good at basketball. I talked to him the next day and I said, "Coach, you telling me that I was above average?" And then everything to me, he said, "No." He said, "You're excellent." He says, "What you know is not normal."
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
Alex Mariball, dude, I'm in a text group with Bob Wiley, Paul Boudreau, and McNally. 90 years in the NFL, all three of them combined. Bill Best asked about empty protection, 5-man protection. I called up Steve Saunier and said, "Dude, these guys are talking about empty protection, and they're not talking about which side the center's going to. How can you talk about 5-man protection and not talk about which way the center's going? Because whichever way the center's going, you got 3 people. On the other side, you got 2. If they bring 3, your son better get rid of the ball, or he's getting ready to get hit in the mouth." That's why I don't like 5-man protection. Hey, Paul, all we are, you're from Chesterfield. I mean, I would say you're from England. You're an Army brat. But you're from Chesterfield. Dude, you knew me when I was a kid. You knew me before I was Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, I knew you before you were.
You told me I was Jimbo Fisher before I believed I was Jimbo Fisher. You saw something in me. You saw something in me.
Yeah,
just like
I
Sonny
did.
Vaccaro saw something in Kobe.
But did you see something in yourself?
Bruh, I've always seen something in myself. I got a
Did,
huge.
so when you at all walks of life, whether it was Meadowbrook, LeBrook, Bird, Union, when you're in these, because you were in the arena. I never been in there. Like I never been like, oh, I'm at practice or I'm this, I'm that. Did you go? Wait a minute. These people don't. How did you think? Like these guys don't know what I know. These guys don't know enough, or do I know too much? Like, what was your mind saying to yourself?
When you're in the arena, dude, I mean, I ain't never been in combat, but I know guys that have been. You just trying to not get your head knocked off. Now,
Even on the sideline,
huh?
so when you ran out the tunnel and put on
You know
the
what I
headset?
thought?
Did you always feel
This
like
is
you
what
were
I thought.
prepared?
This is what I told my son. You know, first person shooter, Drake, J. Cole, big as the Super Bowl, but with just two guys in the studio. I told my son, I said, there's no difference between playing in the Super Bowl and playing against Highland Springs in the regional championship. As big as the Super Bowl, man. Practice is the game, and game is practice. Bill Belichick. It's as big as the Super Bowl, man. Because I
So how
don't.
did you feel walking into there? Do you remember those moments of walking into Highland Springs, and it's like
Yes,
it's 5 minutes before
big as
kickoff,
the Super Bowl.
the
Yeah,
band's coming in,
I love.
and everything's happening.
Yes. You know what I did? I went outside of the field. I knew that there was a kid that had a booth set up before the game that I recruited from Virginia Union, and I went over there to see him. This was when there was fans. I went to the dude's stand before the game so I could say hi to this kid. Yeah,
Was that
bro.
just to
There's
kill
no
your
difference
butterflies?
between you playing at George Mason and Virginia Tech. Dude, the greatest thing that ever happened to me was the spring season when we had a losing record. I had my first losing record in my career. Because Mike Spencer told me, he said, Troy, stop worrying about the outcome. Just worry about the process. We can't do nothing about the outcome. The only thing we can do something about is today, the process.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started focusing on the moment, man, and the process. I don't know. Then we started this YouTube channel. And now I'm on here with you. I'm the low man on the totem pole.
No, you're not, because you're going to Miami. You're going to be at practice.
I was just at Bellwood Flea Market. I'm the low man on the totem pole. I know who I am, man. I know myself.
What do you think you're going to see?
A locker room that was bought by The Rock.
Uh-huh.
You in the middle of the locker room you ain't supposed to walk on, and I walked on last time I was there because I'm stupid. I'm going to see a coach who's 5'3", and he's the greatest offensive line coach in college football. He's the most loved coach. Everybody wants to be this guy. He's smaller than a jockey. A jockey stands next to him, and he looks like a giant, dude.
So the linemen just look like humongous next.
Yes. And you know what? He's an animal. I'm going to see me. I'm on that Kim Mulkey. I'm going to see me. Football guys. I'm going to see you. Because you could go to the Miami Hurricanes and be the head of high school relations. You could be the head of recruiting, visits. Why? Because you know people. You know what's important. People are important. Woody Hayes said you win with people. Woody Hayes said it doesn't matter whether you come from a rich neighborhood or a bad neighborhood. It's whether you come from a good home. And we find that good homes look many different ways. Some of the best people live in the worst neighborhoods, and some of the worst people live in the best neighborhoods. And it don't matter to me where you're from or what you look like, because I am you and you are me. I'm like, dude, I had a Jamaican kid say that I was a Rasta. A Rasta? Dude, that's the ultimate compliment. That means that I understand I. Yeah. That we're all connected. I'm a trans and what is that? Trans and metal. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I can't even say it. Transcendentalist? Yeah. I'm a transcendentalist. I'm Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm Henry David Thoreau. Yeah. I'm Bruce Hornsby. Dave Matthews. See, Maya Angelou has a poem called I Am a Human Being. This is a slave said this, Terrence. I am a human being. So nothing human is alien to me. That means if you do something bad, I can do something bad. But what's harder for us to believe is that we can do great things like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Dave Matthews. They were human beings just like us. Ain't nobody else saying that, is it?
Mm-mm.
We're changing the world, man. We're helping others. But we're also, people are helping us. Team. We're a team. We're team totem pole. How do you feel, man, about today? We did 1 hour and 30 minutes, man.
Yeah, I know.
Did it feel like 1 hour and 30 minutes?
No, it was good topics that generated more good discussion.
Okay, I'm in with this. KRS-One, knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. KRS-One, he's one of the founders of hip hop. KRS-One said this. He said, I am not a Mason, but I am a 33rd degree Mason. This is what he said. He said that Masons believe in the building of King Solomon's temple. And he said that your body is a temple. And this is what he said. He said, Masons believe that when you build your temple, you teach other people how to build their temple. And we build this into a better world. Masons are builders. We're builders. I mean, what is true today was true 100 years ago. And it'll be true 100 years from now. Yeah, man. We're the real ones. We're the good people. We're the authentic people. Not the people on reality shows, not the NFL, not ESPN. Antonio Brown hit me back. I couldn't get Damian Woody to hit me back.
He's on the show right now. He's busy.
Damian Woody, but I hit you back. You ain't got 1.5 million followers.
But he went to Patrick Henry Ashland.
You know what I told him? I said, dude, there's a kid named Lambo who could be the next Stephen A. Smith. He could be. And I wanted him to talk to Lambo. He never got back with me. But AB got back.
He didn't even answer?
Nah. But it's all good, man. See, I know that no answer is the answer. Have you ever asked a woman to marry you and she said she got to think about it?
or no, or people say nothing at all.
Yeah. I'm going to Miami, dude. You're going where? Richmond?
I'm going U of R tomorrow, but I'm going to
U of R.
I do too. I going there just I really once I get on campus, I feel like I'm in another world. Like I'm not here.
You
like,
aren't.
I'm like,
you're not here.
It just feels it's just cozy. I just love the setup. I can walk around there or take a jog and just clear my mind on that campus. I might bring my bike and just ride my bike around campus after I'm done. I like it there.
Yeah, I do too.
It's comfortable.
Dude, I love U of R, but do they love me?
Well, we're about to find out.
I don't know, dude. I got a $10 Miami hat on. I don't ever wear college gear, ever. But I wear Miami because they let me come there. Dude, did I tell you that I went to Nikki Haley's thing she had in Richmond? There was 100 people. Then I snuck into the Trump one. And there, I walked right in there, man. They thought I was handicapped. Me and my son went right to the front. The people that rule this country ain't no smarter than us. They want us to think we're stupid. We ain't the stupid ones. They want us to think that we're not good, that we should hate each other. Mm-mm. That's just the way it is, Paul. Things will never change, but don't you believe them? Man, that's what I'm on. I'm the low man on the totem pole, and you're with us, ain't you?
I almost wasn't for a minute there this morning.
I mean, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't want to be a part of this. I mean, dude, I was outside of United Grocery wilding out. I'm yelling at Greg Hunt. I mean, dude, this is kind of, it's renegade. Yeah, but you love sports. What end us off, man? What do you think? What's your final words for today's podcast?
Final words is, I'll keep it simple. Hey, man, the weather has broken. Get outside, get some fresh air. You know, take a walk. Take a walk. Because I tell you, after leaving the military, the more I walk, the more I think. The more I think, the more I learn. And I'm not talking to anybody but myself. Figure a lot of things out. Just take a 30-minute walk and you get fresh air, you get your blood moving, and you have no choice but to think and look around because there's no one to talk to but yourself. Spend 30 minutes with yourself is better than spending 24 hours with somebody else talking about something else. But it'll get you ready to do that for the day. You think about a lot of stuff in 30 minutes when it's just you. So get out, get some fresh air, and think. And enjoy. Just enjoy. Enjoy the process. I'll steal it from you.
Yeah.
Don't enjoy the process of life in general.
I mean,
and again, I was so excited about this trip tomorrow. I got up early and I got a cup of coffee. And I was up earlier than usual because I want tomorrow to get here so bad, but I've got to focus on today. There's a lot of things going on today. Fourth quarter program, Michigan State, Sparty.
You know whose book this is?
Hey, put that book up one more time. Okay, well, it's every time I see Sparty, it makes me upset.
What?
I loved Michigan State's helmet when it had the S on one side of the helmet and nothing on the other. Remember that helmet? Now it has a Spartan on there.
Right here?
Yeah, but they used to wear a helmet. It had an S on one side and nothing on the other. I thought that was cool when I was growing up. When I was a kid, I thought that was cool. Then they changed it and put the Spartan on there. I didn't like it.
You know who is the inventor of the fourth quarter program?
No.
Nick Saban. Look at that. Discipline, commitment, motivation, effort, Spartan pride. This is Nick Saban's strength and conditioning manual.
He was the head coach at Sparty.
Yeah. This is his book. This is Bear Bryant's quote. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. He always used to read this to his players, Bear Bryant. I can waste it or use it for good. What I do today is important because I'm exchanging a day out of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving in its place something that I've traded. I want it to be gain, not loss, good, not evil, success, not failure. And I can't read that word, that I shall not forget the price I paid for it, because the future is just a whole string of todays. I'm going to send this to the coaches in my group chat. I bet you they know that offensive line coach, Buck Nystrom. Man, what is this worth? I don't even know.
Buck Nystrom.
A football player. Football is a game of movement and striking ability. This is not a game for everyone. It's a combative physical game only for a select few, for an uncommon guy with an uncommon commitment. hit. It's a simple game with simple rules. What makes this game so great is that it has every vehicle of life: man, sweat, joy, laughter, tears, humility, presence, intestinal fortitude, responsibility, loyalty, respect, etc. Always remember, this game is bigger than all of us. There will always be a great player, a great coach, a great team. The real strength lies in what I can do for the game. Am I a better guy than when I came in? Did I achieve the uncommon ability to sustain, not embark on being tired? Did I possess the courage to demand and confront my abilities, weak or strong? So I always have a chance to get better. The real measures are hard but lasting. The real strength of this game is you. So give the game your respect and love for yourself and your fellow players. Man, these guys got it, didn't they?
They sure did.
Hey, man, I love you. I'll see you tonight. I'll hit you up. All right? I'm going to press end. Wow, we did an hour and